Hey you guys, welcome back to another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, did y'all check out our community post where we had posted that food, that delicious food from what?
Sure enough, Miss Wonder.
Yes.
And it was good, y'all.
It was so good. It was so good.
Good.
What you had, baby?
I had a steak, baked potato, stuffed potato.
And we had, because it's enough that we still eating off of it. We had a stuffed baked potato with oxtails, macaroni and cheese, greens, peas, green beans, yams. That thing's so good. Them oxtails so on point. So that's the best of Alabama. Y'all don't know nothing about that best one cooking.
You know this the beginning, right?
All right. We'll keep talking. Stay tuned.
We'll keep talking.
LiQWYD.
What's up, KOED family? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka Doug. This is my lovely wife.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
And this is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationship reviews and entertainment. And we're going to give our opinion about love and marriage, or love and mess in Huntsville.
So if this is your first time joining, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're watching on Facebook, and I stopped posting over there because, honey, I just can only deal with one toxicity of social media right here.
For this show.
Just for this show.
Because we be getting from all sides,
we be like, ooh, the Matrix. Y'all know we do comment back, so yeah and y'all know it.
And you see me probably say, why did they got a hoodie on? Cause I came here to fight tonight, man. I'm be all up in the comments, so yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble.
That's right, baby. Go ahead.
So, if you hadn't already been to our store, go on over there. Since y'all got so much to say, go on over there to our store, kourtneyandeddie.com, and purchase teas like this, booked, blessed, and busy. Okay? And if you want to get a discount on makeup from TLB, Black Owned Vegan Company, the Lip Bar, then you can use our promo code KOEDFAM and get your discount today. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. They were so original with the name KeKe, Do You Love Me? That was.
I think you said that last week.
I do.
Yeah.
You know, because whenever that song, that
KeKe, Do You Love Me?
It's so stuck in my head that every time somebody named KeKe, you know, so it.
Yeah, you should know.
and so every time they be like, KeKe, do you? So that's probably where they get that from, honey. That didn't take little to no effort to do that. But anyway.
What are you trying to say?
So KeKe got the whole show title out of her.
And she was on the episode for like 5 minutes.
With them high pink boots, or whatever boots.
Miss Wanda 2.0.
I mean, they is twins.
Because, okay, I know we're going to get to that part. When she was on the TV, I said, what Miss Wanda doing on this episode here?
Yeah.
I said, she look a little bit younger, too.
Yeah, that is her identical.
Yeah, Miss Wanda.
But that's her niece, but that's her identical.
That's when the blood run strong. Boy.
So they start out with Tiffany drops by Mel house, and she's talking to, having a conversation. They talking about, of course, the book signing. That was one of the things that came up. And she was like, well, I noticed you wasn't there and the kids wasn't there either. Martella was hurt about that. Y'all don't care. Some of y'all don't care. But, because
he's
y'all
faking it. He's
about,
put on an act.
Because y'all say it's about
Mel and her piece.
Yeah, instead of the actual children.
Yeah, he's faking it. He's acting. And I said, okay. Let me go back to this.
Well, let me finish this part.
Ahead.
So Mel said, well, for me, I have to set boundaries. And, that was a boundary for me. And plus, he didn't let me know until a few days before. He just made me aware. She said he didn't ask and she wasn't invited as well. So Tiffany said, well, it's always he say, it's always her side, his side, and the truth. And somewhere in the middle, it's the truth. I'm going to always tell the truth. Okay, girl. All right.
Yeah.
I know you and Martella do tell lies, but
Tiffany was about to push back against Melody on that, but Melody kind of cut her off, so she kind of ready to push back. So
it's sad that you can't come up against her because she got you on the show and you can't come up against her. But Tiffany looked like she did.
She said, "Hey, Mel, I'm gonna challenge you on this right here." And Melody kind of diverted the conversation and they never got to it. So, but going back to this book signing, I get where y'all coming from about it's Mel weak and Martella needs to schedule events like that on his week. I get it.
We get it.
I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. But sometimes schedulings don't happen like it should. And sometimes you got to be a little bit flexible. Me personally, I think Mel could have dropped the kids off to Martella's mom, and she could have brought the kids into the book signing. If Mel wanted to wait in the car, she could have waited in the car for like an hour or so, and then took the kids to the funeral. That's just my thinking.
Yep.
And y'all say, she don't need to take the kids. Martella trying to control her. And, and Martella, like I said, I always said it once. I said it 100 times. Martella, he screwed this family up. We get it, but we past that now. They got kids that got to raise together. So that's just my piece on that, man.
All right, so thank you for your piece on that, honey.
Thank you.
Because you feel like sometimes just skedoodle right on to the next topic.
Don't worry about it. I trust me. I hear it in the comments.
What?
Oh, I just say, you wrong. You biased. You don't like Mel. All y'all sound like that.
So Tiffany, she shared about her situation and what happened with, was it her ex-husband?
Oh, yeah.
You can talk about that.
Basically, she got married at a young age, and apparently the guy loved her. Well, first of all, he passed away.
Put that fan on, now the guy.
First of all, he passed away, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, but he got married at a young age, and, he worked a lot, and he really loved and cherished Tiffany. But Tiffany felt like all that work he was doing, she wasn't getting no money. She living that lifestyle. She want to live that big lifestyle. And he was just he wasn't cutting enough for her. You know what I'm saying? So she just wanted to live a different lifestyle. She wanted to live that glamorous lifestyle, and he wasn't the man for it. So she had to move on. And she said she was selfish now.
I just said she living a glamorous lifestyle, man.
Oh yeah, man. She got a brick house and that small yard, and
But she did cry, and she was just saying, that really and truly. Did she say it was her soulmate, and just to have a man that loved her unconditionally like that? You could tell when he looked at her, he loved her.
And she's right. That was a selfish thing to do, to leave that man because you wanted to get with somebody that had more.
Some women do it all the time.
And I know that man was probably devastated when she left.
Did she say why he died?
No, she never said why he died. But I know he was
broken heart.
Yeah, probably could have. I know he was. She said he worked all the time, but she never saw the money. It's like he worked so much, but it really wasn't progressing nowhere, and she just wanted to move up. And I guess she thought he wasn't the man to help her move up, and so she left him. So, and she was young, and she admit she was selfish by doing that, man. But still, man, how can a woman the man never cheated on you, never did nothing out the way to you. You left him because he wasn't making enough money for you.
Like I said, women do that all the time. They have this image of a certain lifestyle that they want to live. If you got that image of that lifestyle you want to go out there and make it happen for yourself. Don't depend on another man to do it.
Right. She could have got out there and grind and got her own stuff.
Yeah, go out there and make it happen, So a lot of women are going out there making it happen themselves, but you depending on a man to do it,
And when he falls short, you leave him? And it's not like I said, it's not like he cheated on her. It's not like he jumped on her or anything like that. It's like he wasn't making enough money. And
a lot of it could also, now it seems as though Tiffany is being more transparent now. She's sharing. But it could be also that the girl was adopted foster. You're looking for something. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for something. So you grow up, maybe grew up rough or something like that or whatever. So, a lot of stuff that people end up doing, it reflects back to their childhood, and they end up living these adult fantasies, trying to chase something that, they didn't get when they was a child.
That's a very good point, man. And maybe that childhood did affect her in her first marriage, and that's why she did what she did. But man, and just imagine him, if he was still alive, he trying to date somebody else. That's a lot of baggage you got to unload before you get with somebody else.
Yeah. So let's move on past that, and because that was a lot. Yeah, I would say something, but I keep that part to myself.
Oh, you gonna say?
No, it just seemed as though when she was telling that story to Mel, it just seemed so. Mel was just, oh really? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, come here, give me a hug. Oh my gosh, it just seemed so fake. It just seemed, you know, that part of it wasn't authentic, and it didn't seem like a connection. Maybe it's because. I was just trying to reflect in my head or whatever, but that's just my opinion. All right, so let's move on to where Tisha visit Kimmy. And Kimmy said she basically wanted to have a conversation with Tisha because of the reunion to kind of clear the air and say when Carlos said, hey, if she was not your sister-in-law, would y'all be friends? And Kim was like, absolutely not, you know?
So I'm trying to figure out that the reunion when Kimmy and Tisha first finally met in this episode, how long of a gap was that?
I don't think it was that long because when we had Miss Wanda on our live, she had said they was filming, you know what I'm saying, at that point. So I think they had the reunion maybe October. It's like they immediately started filming right after the reunion. Okay. So they didn't seem like they had much of a break. Okay. But yeah. I was about to say, that was a long time since they haven't talked since the reunion. Well, I think that they talked, but you know, and they probably had conversations, but you know, they have to do something for TV.
Yeah, bring
you know
what I'm saying? Bring them in front of the camera.
Right.
Yeah.
So she said, I want to just kind of clear the air and say that I wasn't saying, this is what I was saying. Tisha, you know how it is when I'm getting into it with people and we back and forth and we arguing and stuff. She said, I'm done with it after that, and I'm done with them. If we can't come to a mutual point on something, you know, I'm not going to go back and forth with people. And at that moment, I'm saying that, you know, like if we going to just keep going back and forth, then no, I don't want to, you know, be friends with you. But she was like, girl, you my family. Like, we family. And, you know, I just kind of wanted to clear the air to let you know, girl, I ain't going nowhere. You ain't either. You my family and I love you.
And I see where Kimmy coming from. You know what I'm saying? Once you don't have that energy to go back and forth with somebody. So once you have that argument with that person and they're not close to you and they're not family, yeah, cut them loose, man. You always say y'all peace is more important. That's when you cut them off. But like Kimmy said, that's family, man. And so I'm glad they got that, you know, cleared up and whatnot. And I think Tisha, she was about to tear up and cry. Oh, she's so sensitive.
But let me say this. Sometimes family, you got to cut them off. If they going to sit there and argue with you, I don't care. You see how Tisha did at the end? I don't care nothing about that. Now, if we going to be family and we may have our bumps and bruises, ups and downs and stuff like that, and we can get past it. But if we going to continue to argue about the same thing or we can't move forward, then no, I don't care if we are blood. Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, you're right, babe, because some family members, you got to like, hey.
They toxic.
I got to cut you. I got made. Can't do it. Don't have the energy. Don't have the time.
Yeah, so Kimmy also brought up the fact that she was like, well, you know, I understand, found out that, you know, Mel had a party, which Tisha seems to be surprised at that time, a pajama party. And she said, you wasn't invited, and Destiny wasn't invited. And guess who was there? Your cousin. KeKe was there.
KeKe.
She said, really? Yeah, and she was talking about, what, baby?
I'm trying to get my joke out. Okay, thank you. Get my 5 minutes of fame here. KeKe, do you love me? Yeah.
So, she was saying, you know.
You forgot your thought.
So, basically what she was saying is that, you know, she said KeKe was talking about you. Like, she was having a conversation about you. And she was like, about me? She said, yeah. She was saying some stuff about you and your relationship and y'all marriage with Marcel and stuff like that. So, and she was like, well, why is she discussing me?
Well, also, Kim has told Tisha that, you know, that's all that part was nothing but about Tisha. That's all they talked about was you. And Tisha said, wow, you know, that's not surprising, you know. And like Kim said, you know, she didn't like it because Tisha wasn't there to defend herself. You know what I'm saying? And Tisha said, yeah, you know, if you're going to talk about me, let me be there to defend myself. And once again, I go back what I said last week is that it's kind of hypocritical of Mel to get mad at Tisha and Destiny for talking about her when they was at the reunion in California. and she invite KeKe and Kim and everybody over there to her house for the Christmas party to talk about Tisha behind her back.
Yep.
You
and
know,
she was loving it.
Yeah, so you know,
they showed them clips of her too.
Yeah, so I just felt like, you know, that was kind of shady. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, it's TV, of course, and they need some drama. So there you have it.
Yep. Let's see. Kimmy said that. Oh yeah, Kimmy said that. Well, you can tell that. Now I think Tisha may have said you can tell that she only invited her because she was my cousin. She was trying to get some information about me. Basically, that was the only reason why KeKe was invited. So let's move on to where Maurice is at Black's and Marcel is fixing him a drink. So you want to discuss this whole conversation?
With Maurice. Oh yeah. So Maurice walks in. And Marcel asks him, "Hey, how things go?" You know what I'm saying? Cause I know you went to your honeymoon. And Maurice said, "Yeah, man, the honeymoon was on fire."
Kim a different person when she take vacation. Go ahead.
And he said, "Man, Kim is a different person when we go on vacation. She ain't the same Kim when she's here." And Marcel said, "What you mean about that?" And Maurice said, "Man, I had to fight her off me, man. I had to pew, 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 get her off me, man, because she was like animal, man." You know, I'm kind of paraphrasing it, but that's what I imagine in my head when he was saying this. And Marcel said, "Man, that's too much information, man. Y'all know y'all still family. I don't want to have all those type of images in my head." So that's when they left, and that's when Big Lou walked in.
So Lewis walked in and he showed up, and Lewis was talking about, you know, the things that was on his mind. Marcel said, "Okay, first of all, take another shot. Take a shot before we get into this. Go on, get a shot." Because I guess they wanted to be a little
lubricated
or a little loose to talk about, so they won't be so uptight. Just loosen up.
Yeah, that really didn't work. They both, all of them got uptight.
So Marcel said that he was telling Lewis, like, first, what Lewis said, "I want to talk about the reunion. You know, you kind of called us out. You was kind of hard on us, you know, at the reunion and all that stuff." So Marcel said, "Well, first of all, you don't have a right to, you haven't earned the right to talk about my marriage."
Well, I think Marcel's problem was that you don't know us and you going to say our marriage is in bad shape. And you don't know us like that. You know, you haven't earned that right to kind of critique our marriage like that. And I can get where Marcel's coming from. Like you said, you know, you can think it, but why come to me with it if you don't know us like that? You know, you're not, you know, we're not comfortable or tight like that. You know, for instance, like you said, you know, if I see my boy doing something or somebody I know is doing something wrong, I'm not comfortable enough to tell, "Man, you don't need to be doing that," because I don't know you like that. Right. You know, he might snap on me and you talking about you don't know you like that, then it's just come up. But if I know you like that, you family, and we cool, we on that level, I can talk to you like that. And basically what Marcel said, we're not on that level yet. Once you earn to get on that level, then you can come talk to me about issues of my marriage. I can come to you about your marriage or whatnot. You can. So that's basically what it was.
Yeah, basically what it was in a lump sum. He did say that, Marcel said, "Listen, our marriage ain't for TV. This ain't no TV kind of marriage. This is a real marriage. You know, we met," did he say we were 26? 26, yeah. So, you know, they got a real marriage. So.
And, you know, and after that, when Maurice kind of, you know, chimed in and he gave some, in my opinion, gave some good advice. And Big Lou understood where Marcel was coming from. And I think Marcel kind of, in his own way, kind of understood where Big Lou was coming from. So Big Lou apologized. Marcel, his pride wouldn't allow him to apologize at first until Maurice kind of called him out. "Man, you need to apologize to that man because, yeah, he did have Big Lou on the rope, and when Big Lou was stumbling on the rope, Marcel went in for the kill, you know, when it came to the argument. And you know, sometimes you got to have that killer instinct, you know what I'm saying, because he did kind of, like I said, he didn't let Big Lou off the ropes, man. He just kept pounding Big Lou, you know. So Marcel, man, I apologize to that man. Because you went in on the man a little too hard, and Marcel finally just decided to go to apologize. And Maurice in the confession said, Marcel back in the day was kind-hearted, soft-hearted, but now he's more cold-hearted, more ruthless, he just hardened his heart. And I was telling my wife, you know, maybe the success of his business and the fame has kind of changed him.
Made him arrogant.
And made him arrogant. But the thing is, you can be ruthless and cold-blooded in business, but you got to kind of separate that when it comes to your personal life. You know what I'm saying? Especially around friends and stuff, man. And some people don't know how to separate the two.
Yeah, I agree. So Martell visited his manager, and they were sitting down and they talking about. First of all, they talking about that cookbook, how they had to change the cover on the cookbook because doesn't nobody, but I guess women want to see you with your shirt off or just with a little apron on to sell that cookbook.
Martell, what was y'all thinking, man?
Sex sales.
Yeah, but man, what if a brother wanted?
He said that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But why y'all ain't?
Think about that.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to go and look at the cookbook and the first thing in the morning see you on the cover with your apron on. I don't want to see that crap, man. And so I'm glad they changed it. I really think Martell has a good manager, man, because she seems like she knows what she's doing, man.
I like that we are seeing what he got going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can see managing. Whoever. It could be Mel, it could be Martell, it could be whoever.
It doesn't matter, man.
Hey, we want to see what you got going on as far as the business. Like, I want to see the, what do they call it? The manager.
Right.
What do they call it? What she is?
Who?
The manager. What she is? His manager.
Yeah.
The lady.
It's like this, man. I really, real talk, I want to see everybody in the show win. Okay? Mel, Martell, Tisha, Marceau, Maurice, Kimmy, Tiffany, Louis, everybody, okay? Everybody needs, I want to see everybody come up, okay? Yes, it's going to be messy. Yes, it's going to be drama. But I want to see everybody on this show to come up.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to agree with this person. I'm not going to agree with that person. But at the end of all of this, I want to see everybody win.
Yeah.
I really do.
I mean, come on now. They in our state of Alabama. Like, we're in the same state. So definitely we want them to win. Don't matter what they doing now. We may not agree what they doing. May not think that it's going to be totally successful. But hey, win. One thing about it, this show is not going to be on forever. So take advantage of the opportunity to build up your brand, get your name out there, and make your money. That's what Miss Wanda doing.
Yeah, that's why she did. And I think everybody should take advantage of this opportunity to better themselves.
Yeah. Let's see. So you talked about that. So Martell visited his manager and everything. So
Martell has the cookbook, the gym book, the fitness book, the kids book,
the wine.
And the wine, yeah.
So the manager, her name is, I think,
Mel.
her name is Mel as well. She was like, now, you know, the kids, this the kids' book. You know what I'm saying? You on there with them, but this really the kids' book. And she said, I want them to, you know, since, you know, we wasn't able to get them to that book first book signing. And Martell did explain, he was like, listen, the next one, let's make sure we have it on the dates that I had the kids. Yeah. He said, because, you know, I think he said he kind of understand and stuff like that.
Yeah, he said he understood, and you know, and so he did accept fault for this.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, next time let's do it on the week I have kids, cause you know, he said, Mel, you know, me and Mel's not in that space right now.
He said, and I don't want to, you know, seem like I'm trying to control nothing or nothing like that. He did say something like that because, you know, people think you're trying to control them. So he was like, let's just have it on, you know, the next time the book signing. So she was like, yes, and I want us to have a thing at the Times Square, and you know the kids can take a picture with, you know,
with the book and the billboard behind them because they talking about traveling. Then she went back to the wine, right? Mm-hmm. And she said the wines they want to have like a not open.
Oh yeah, kind of like a like a lunch party, I guess you could say, something like that. And he want to do it in Atlanta.
Yeah, she said because Huntsville, everybody knows you. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear in Huntsville because it's so small. So let's do it in Atlanta. They have some real tasters come out there, some real people come out there, somebody that got some clout to come out there, and you know, you just have them come in. You're just gonna have it in the mansion, and you just, you know, have them walk around tasting the wine and have like a gathering.
Yep. And he said that, you know, he want to make sure that he has some beautiful ladies there and stuff, because, you know, he want to make sure that they get invited, you know.
Yeah, because he said he did make the wine for the ladies, so I guess I can't get none of the wine. So hope you got a beer or something there.
Martell send us a bottle of wine.
Then she said, and the manager Mel said, well, what the linebackers? Linebackers like wine too.
He said they need he said, yeah, the linebackers. But she did make reference that, listen, you and Marcel in a good place, because he did say he was going to invite the fellas.
Yeah, that's right.
And so he was like, yeah, we in a good place. He was like, why? He said, because of that picture. Listen, this is about your brand. I don't have time for no mess. We need to leave all that stuff in the past or leave it off of social media. But over here, we just trying to get your brand up, build your products, and get your money.
I really think Martella got a good manager. I'm just being honest, not biased. I'm just saying, for the way she was working, the way she was talking, I think she know how to kind of separate Martella from his mess of the past to trying to build his brand now. If he lets her, and it looks like he's moving in that direction, like he's just giving her full control over stuff. Cause he should. Yeah, because she was saying, look, we got the pictures for this. I want you to approve this. We got this for this. I want you to approve that. So we can continue to go forward. So, but for some people that's still anti-Martell, nothing he do is good for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And let me say this. I don't know these people personally. I really don't. I'm not going to sit there and hold grudges with nobody. I don't have that type of energy. But one thing people need to learn to do is move forward and learn to forgive. Yeah, but you gotta understand, this ain't nothing but love here. A lot of these people look at Mel and they've been through what Mel been through, so they kind of can relate to it. Okay. I can't relate. She has, and she's probably worse. Yeah, that's what I said. She had it worse than Mel. Okay, I'm gonna just keep it real. She had it worse than Mel. Join our Patreon, honey, because I spill all that tea. Yeah, so she had it worse than Mel. Okay, I've been through a lot. Okay, probably more than y'all can think of with mine. So probably a little bit worse than me. Then. Yeah, exactly. So so we not, but sometimes you gotta let that bitterness go. And a lot of people get still bitter and they lashing out on certain people. And I get it. Trust me, I do. I was bitter for a minute too. I'm not gonna lie, I was, man. So I get it. So, but the point is, you got to grow from it. Yeah, and you got to move forward. And Mel, she's growing from it. I'm not gonna lie, she's growing from it, and she's gonna be all right. Mel's gonna be all right. Oh yeah, for sure. And so, because to me, that's basically what it's all about, is moving forward and living a better life than you had before. When you, especially if your marriage was toxic, going through it and living a better life. Because sometimes people just no longer meant to be together. Some people just grow apart too. Yeah, and you meant to be separate, and you can thrive so much better separately. Right. What I don't like per se is they still raising small kids, and they still have issues with each other. Right. Like for some people, like me personally, I don't have to deal with my ex-husband ever in life. My kids are grown, so it's unless something needs to be said or something happened with them, God forbid, like that, then we may have to communicate. But for them, they have to consistently communicate because they have small kids, and it's still some level of whatever that they still working through. Like Mel said, they divorce is still fresh, right? And so they still working through some things, and they working through some issues and stuff like that. They're gonna have to learn. They're gonna have to learn, like you said, they got small kids, and they gotta learn how to co-parent, quick, fast, in a hurry, because the kids do not need to suffer because you guys are being petty towards one another. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's talk about Stormy. Stormy invited Tiffany to wherever she was to pretty much talk about their difference of when Stormy got mad and walked off when Tiffany said whatever she said about 12 years old, So Stormy talked about transparency and everything, but Tiffany said that you was a little feisty. Stormy said what? I'm not gonna claim feisty. That's the wrong word. That's the wrong word. Yeah. Don't say that. I don't like Tiffany that. Tiffany said passionate. Yeah, she said I was passionate. Yeah. Also, they was talking. Tiffany started talking about transparency, and of course, I know this production made it seem like the girl talked for 2 hours about being transparent and stuff like that. And Storm was like,
And so she was like, you know what I'm saying? She said, girl, I checked out about 5 sentences ago. Stormy is funny. Do you hear me? She is funny. She maybe got that little dry sense of humor that you really don't know if she playing or not.
Yeah, that's a good point. She probably just had, like you said, that dry sense of humor. Because to me, I thought, man, I'm saying Tiffany trying to be nice. Y'all are trying to work things out. And you still got an attitude towards Tiffany. But like you said, it could be a sense of humor.
I think that people don't know how to, take her. And Tiffany in her confession, she was like, girl, look, like we just, like you said, we just came back and you gonna say something like that, like, so, but she didn't say nothing to her then. I seem like Tiffany can hold her own. Don't seem like she bagged down to nobody for real.
Other than I just wanted her to push back towards with Mel about that subject a little bit more though, but she never got the chance to push back.
Yeah. So Tiffany also talked about, her and Louis want to have another child, and Storm was like, how old are you? She said 34. Girl, you could have fooled me. 34, honey.
Well, how old you thought she was?
About 44.
You thought she was about 44?
Yeah. The way she act. It's not really the way she look. It's the way she act. Some people just act like this older demeanor that they have. And 34, I never would have thunk it. I never.
This is 34.
I never would have thunk it. 5 years ago, you just 29. I never would have thunk it.
Yeah, because she's only, 2 years older than me?
In dog years. So yeah, she also talked about, her biological father and how she wants to find her biological father because, she grew up, she was in Alabama.
She was birthed in Alabama, then she went to Montgomery, and now she's in Huntsville. And I guess she's still trying to look for her dad. And that's what Stormy said. Ooh, Tiffany had a tough upbringing because I can't imagine me growing up without my dad. And she said, I feel for Tiffany. So,
but Stormy did express too that she don't want to have another child because she almost died trying to push out the one she got. Yeah. So, and he just as cute as he wants to be, so cute. But yeah,
I hope he don't cry a lot like somebody else.
But she said he make them faces like her. They showed the picture, and he was making them faces like her. All right, so let's move. Yeah. So Tiffany did say, so girl, we in a good place. She said, listen, honey, we'll see here. Don't hardly know you like that, but we'll see. And she was like, Again, I think Stormy has that dry sense of humor. But with this audience, I don't think it's gonna work, honey. I don't think they too much careful.
They don't care for Stormy.
Not like that. I mean, they do, but then some of them really don't because they don't like the way she is. All right, so let's move on to where Letitia is finna confront KeKe.
Do you love me?
And so they both meet at Black and they sit down and have a conversation. I think did KeKe have on them little thigh-high boots? And that little pink sweater, colorful sweater.
She dressed like Miss Wonder too.
Baby, if they don't look just alike, that's her niece, but honey.
Yeah, I'm talking about them Belgium jeans are strong.
You sure you ain't pushed that one out? Because that one look like you.
I tell you,
what her mama look like?
She look more like Miss Wonder than Tisha do, man.
Yes, she do. So they sit down and talk, and Tisha was like, well, Kimmy was telling me that you was at Mill's party, and y'all was talking about me. KeKe said that, what did KeKe say? She said that
KeKe basically deflected.
Yeah, okay. Well, before that she said, well,
I didn't say nothing negative about you and Marcel. That she's asking some questions, and that was it. And that's what KeKe kind of deflected. It's like, okay, I ain't do you like you did me 5 years ago. And that's when the conversation just went totally left. Yep.
And it seems as though some information was shared the way Tisha was saying. And Tisha said that KeKe, I guess, still upset. And she said, I thought we got past this. We all apologize and we moved forward. But again, it was a deflect. So she said that, it was back when, Mel and Martella, all of them was in a good place, that, KeKe was coming to Mel and them house, and she expressed to Mel and Martella something personal about KeKe that she felt like that they needed to know. And she told it to him, and KeKe found out about it, and she got in her feelings, and she was like, just don't be telling my personal business to nobody.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Basically, that's what it is. And that's when teacher got upset. She, you know what? Blanket. We just cut tie. And KeKe, that love me. KeKe, do you love me? KeKe, do you love me? Said, that's what you want? And teacher said, yeah, fine, cause I'm tired of talking about that. You bringing stuff up way back in the day. I ain't got time for this. So teacher got up, stormed out. Then when she got outside, you can tell she was upset cause she was like shaking and stuff. So she called Kimmy. Kimmy, guess what? Kimmy said, what? And the teacher said, I told KeKe about what happened, and she started tripping. And I told her, we don't even be cousins no more. And KeKe, Kim said, what? And the teacher said, yeah. Then that's what. So that's when KeKe, do you love me? Walked out the door. I thought it was for the fight, cause when she came out the door, I said, ooh, she bright. Well, I'm bright clothes. She was real bright. And she said, and then the teacher told Kim, here she come now, walking down the street, high heel, high top boots on. So KeKe, do you love me? Walked down, and then the producer said, to be continued. Then it went off.
And ain't no smoke finna happen from that, chat. Cause if it is, then who coming on the scene?
Oh, Miss Wanda.
Miss Wanda.
She gonna be the one to bake potatoes and throw it.
And she posted the shrimp. I gotta taste the shrimp, the seafood baked potato. So, and it got them crawfish in it too.
I can't do the crawfish. Once again, I never had crawfish before, but they say you gotta crack it, pull the head off, and suck the head, right? Ain't no grown man gonna be sucking no head. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna eat them little bugs. I ain't gonna eat them little cockroaches.
All right, you guys. On that note, that's all we got. It was okay. I can say this episode was okay. So anyway,
man.
But
I know y'all gonna be in them comments.
Whether it was okay or not, y'all gonna be over here, honey.
Yeah, so
because that book signing thing, that was the biggest debate. That was next to the Will Smith, the slap with Chris. And Will Smith
I did Chris Rock.
You're right, because that conversation was everywhere, honey. People was talking about it.
She need her battery. She need her peace. I said, yeah, I get it, but it's about the kids. She could easily drop them kids off to Martella mom, and Martella mom could brought them kids into the. But it was her week. I get it. So when the graduation of the kids come, it's on Martella week. And Martella said, no, Mel, I'm not going to bring you. Can't come to the graduation, or I'm going to take the kids out to eat for after graduation. Yeah, I want y'all to keep that same energy. But no, hey, Mel, she got to invite these new kids for the graduation party. And even though it's Martella week, keep the energy. That's all I say.
All right, you guys, on that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. As we say at the end of every video, first of all, share this video. We understand you may not like our opinion, but share it anyway. Do it. Just share it. Make sure you like it, or you can dislike it.
They ain't gonna like it. It's
gonna help the algorithm either way, baby. Either way. And them comments helps the algorithm too. So
I can't stand y'all. Ooh, y'all so biased. Everybody's biased one way or the other. You can be strongly biased, or you can be biased for a little bit.
You like what you like.
Yeah,
y'all like what y'all like. Y'all biased too, so it is what it is.
Yeah,
Come on,
it's
now.
like football. I have a football team I'm biased towards. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all probably got things y'all biased towards. You know what I'm saying? So,
but anyway, I still disagree on us being biased, because bias means that you don't see they wrong. I see wrong in the stuff.
Yeah, I see.
So, like, in fact, y'all don't see the wrong that Mel do. So
yeah, I see wrong.
Like y'all are biased.
Yeah, we see wrong in everybody, man. I hold everybody accountable. Right now, ain't nobody really doing nothing I can hold them accountable for right now. What Martell did was in the past. We already bashed him over the head, so it's time to move on.
That ain't this season. Yeah. He's not doing it this season.
We talking about something prison.
Yeah. But anyway, on that note, I'm getting sleepy. All right, you guys. We will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Always put God first.
Deuces.